Welcome back. This is Hampooch.
We've got most of the workers out, but there are some still blockaded inside.
Corpses keep getting up and walking around.
And this is a recyc. Also that guy, that male guard's voice, that male judge there. I don't know, his voice kind of sounded like Christopher Walken to me. I just thought that was kind of neat. So this is the recyc facility, warehouse, production plant.
Making good use of expired citizens since 2096.
Yeah, we saw, well, in the arcade mode, that night shift level was actually a recyc plant. And I didn't know that at the time when I did the arcade mode level. I didn't put two and two together. But this level is actually quite fun. It's pretty big. It's got terrible font. I hate that font. It's super hard to read. But the level itself is... I like it quite a bit. It's really cool. It's nicely designed. It's longer than 2 minutes, that's for sure.
Watch yourself, Dredd. Side division's getting some strong signals from your location.
And it's actually pretty challenging, or it can be at least, just because there are so many enemies. This level has probably more enemies than any other in the game, by far. By far. And there's just very few health
We have
pickups.
confirmation from one of the survivors. Judge Death is in the building.
So we are hot on the trails of Judge Death. And yeah, as I was saying, there is just so few health pickups, and there's really not that much ammo either. Like, there's no lawgiver ammo. And of course, because there's no ammo, I decide to splurge and go nuts, and try and actually use the ricochet shot the way it's intended to be used. I swear I managed to kill both of these zombies really quickly doing this in my test recording, but this time I'm just hitting myself more than anything, and using up like 2 clips of my precious ammo. And surprisingly, I didn't kill the social worker up there. Or the whatever worker. Somehow I didn't kill him. Yeah, being trapped in a room with bullets flying all over the place, that would be a nightmare to me too, honestly. So this level is all about Judge Death. Now, the last couple levels, of course, we did Judge Fear. No, what the hell? We did Judge...
my security pass. You needed more than me.
Ooh, sounds like Judge Dredd's voice actor. We did Judge Mortis, of course, in the hospital. Of course, the irony. And Judge Fire in the Smokatorium, which was kind of super disappointing. As cool as it was just over way too quick. But it's a lot of fun, this level. It is great. It is jam-packed with shit. There's just so many enemies. So we got that worker's keycard, which lets us backtrack a bit and take the elevator to where we actually need to go. That awful font. God, that is impossible to read.
Help us!
So we can pick either the assault gun, or assault rifle, or the shotgun. The assault rifle, while it's a good gun, I think that's the only one on the level, so if you take it, you're gonna run out of ammo real fast.
You're approaching the position where Death was last sighted.
Especially right here. These locker rooms. Holy shit. You want zombies? We got more zombies in these locker rooms than probably any other part in the game. They just jam them in here. This is a clown car of zombies in locker rooms. And for some reason, there's a couple vampires taking a shower. I mean, if I was a vampire, I would constantly take showers, because I'd probably be a smelly undead monstrosity, but... Look how many zombies there are. God damn. That's not it either. There's still more. Another clean vampire. That's good to know. So this level, the Recyc plant, as I was saying to begin with, Recyc, they are, I guess, what happens to all the dead people. Anyone that dies in the Dredd universe, if they die in the city at least. I'm assuming they have Recyc plants in every megacity, although I don't actually know. It might just be a Megacity 1 thing. I doubt it though, because as far as I can tell, Recyc is not Soylent Green like I thought. I think they use it for industrial products.
You came to the right place, vampire.
I can't actually find a good definition of what Recyc is or does. They just says that, from what I can tell, you have a body taken to a Recyc plant, and the plant just chops up your body, uses different bits for different processes, and that's about it. I mean, none of it's wasted, but I don't exactly know what it all does. Maybe they make, like, industrial lubricant from your blood and guts. Or maybe it is Soylent Green, and they make a lot of food out of it. I really don't know. Apparently you can have funeral services at the Recyc plants for the bereaved to say their last goodbyes and pay their respects. And then on your way out, you can stop by a gift shop and pick up some souvenirs. Apparently only the very rich and wealthy people in the Dredd universe can actually be buried and have a proper grave at a real cemetery. I can see that though, as I'm assuming space is probably quite a high commodity in the Dreadverse. Although I guess space in the city. I mean, they could just throw your body outside the walls and bury you in the cursed earth with the mutants, but come on, no one wants that. So we're tracking down Judge Death. Finally. I would have thought Judge Death, honestly, would be, like, I don't know, more intimidating. He's really not. I really don't know what his master plan is in a Recyc facility. There's hardly any workers here. If anything, he should have been in the Smokatorium. There was a ton of people there. So as has been mentioned in the thread a few times, the Dark Judges, they are not...
Straight to the reprocessing plant.
We're already here, Judge Dredd. This is the reprocessing plant, I thought. Whatever. So the Dark Judges, they're not the be-all, end-all, alpha and omega of the villains in the Judge Dredd universe. Or at least that's not the impression I'm getting. Apparently they're actually pretty wuss, and they get taken out quite easily. They've just usually had help, and that's why their big master plans work. But on their own, apparently they die really easily. Here is some of the level design from that night shift arcade mode that I was doing. I didn't realize at the time that was or supposed to be a Recyc plant. I mean, I guess I did, because it said it. I actually read the objective.
Computer console, Dredd.
So I guess this is liquid humans or something.
Smells bad.
I bet it does. I don't actually want to think about what that is. Boiling liquid meat constantly. Yeah. You'd think the vampires and zombies would just like jump in there and just engorge themselves on liquid meat. For some reason, they're not doing that.
Hey, you hid from Judge Death, but what if he comes back?
Ooh. Don't quit your day job, Mr. Voice Actor.
Move it, Dredd. Find Judge Death before he kills everyone.
I'm working on it. There's not a whole lot of people for him to kill here, though, honestly. Or I guess maybe there were, and that's why they're all zombies? It's not too clear, actually. I thought Dr. Icarus was the one responsible for the vampires. I guess Judge Death is the one responsible for the zombies.
Dredd, you gotta keep moving. Find Judge Death.
New control. Double time.
So many vampires. This level is just so packed full of enemies. Which is a lot of fun, but if you run out of ammo, you can get fucked real bad.
This is not the first time the dead facility. The dead rise, the dead resite carries on regardless.
I really like that. He's so casual. You know, whatever. Undead happen here all the time. Just keep going. Carry on with your jobs.
Zombie freak.
That's a pretty good line read, too. Oh, this level is just so good. Everything about it. There's so many enemies. It's just such a nice change of pace from the levels we've been having. It's a pretty cool level design. It just looks neat. There's pools of liquid meat everywhere. That's something you don't see in games very often, you know? Water and lava, sure, but how often do you see, like, just molten meat? Not too often. God, I really should have looked at the kill tally at the end of this video. This is just insane. So many more enemies than I remember. Oh, this hallway. It's pretty fun. Also actually drops my frame rate down a bit, which was ridiculous. This game is not intensive at all on your computer. But apparently the Fire does not like my computer very much. Or maybe it's just recording it all. This level feels to me like it should have been the last level in the game. It feels to me like that's kind of what they were going for.
Judge Dredd, glad you could join us. Observe the lesson in how to dispense justice.
Dumb.
Man, do I love Judge Death.
I'm coming for you, Death.
Death gives no fucks. He just punches a hole through the chest cavity of that poor worker. I'm not sure what this part of the plant is. We got pools of meat, and then we got pools of radiation, slime, acid, whatever. It's green. It probably hurts us. So we were about to have our big confrontation with Judge Death. Big awesome fight. I can't wait. Oh man, after this tricky little section. Only one way to go. Oh boy, that's tricky. I got pretty lucky here. This one little section, it can really screw you over. Especially if you come down here and you have to reload during this part. Like if you don't know what's coming up and you forget to reload up top, you're pretty much dead.
You cannot defeat me.
posted to Dredd. Do you copy?
Dredd here. Death is escaping into the Undercity.
Run. Judge Fear is down here somewhere too.
You're down there already? We've got to stop him.
Think I'm doing, Joe. Get down here.
107 killed. Well,
I am the law.
thanks for watching. I will see you next time.